CNN about the children fleeing without their parents, which is what you talked about, Ethan. CNN's Miguel Marquez reports from Romania, where he meets children and their teachers who fled their homes in Odessa, Ukraine, as the Russians invaded. Yeah, I was getting rather heated about this situation, because it's just unthinkable. My parents went through World War II. That's where they met, and
Right.
it stayed with them for the rest of their lives. And these kids and people that are going through these wars basically staying with them for the rest of their lives. So again, are we an enlightened society? Are we just doing the same things we've done for centuries?
We're doing the same thing we've done for centuries.
Yeah,
we're
exactly.
not an enlightened society,
Yeah.
unfortunately. I wish we were, but we're not.
Yeah, I mean, it's
And I think anyone who says that they are, they're just lying to themselves at this point.
I agree. Yeah. There are kids being killed. There are mothers and children flee on foot or by rail. Millions of kids are caught in the conflict.
What you're seeing on the news isn't even 5% of the heartache going on out there. They can't even capture 10% of it.
I have people telling me, and justifying why this is happening, but nothing can justify war. Nothing can justify the fact that somebody's invading somebody else, or that kids are being killed and mothers are being, or places of homes are being bombed. Imagine your house. Take a good look wherever you are right now, and imagine it in rubble, and all your belongings are buried under smoke and dust and dirt, and they're ripped to shreds, and your friends are killed. Imagine that around you right now.
How about your kid's classroom?
Yeah, exactly. Look at your kid's classroom.
The school, or the hospital, or the old folks' home where your parents are.
Right.
Because that's
no matter what
hit.
you think, no matter how you justify war, it doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. There is no justification for this. There's none. I don't care what people tell themselves so they can turn away from this and live with themselves, but there is no justification for what is happening. It started 8 years ago.
Justify it, and unfortunately that's the I think, I agree. Listen, both sides have things they hide. Both sides will always do that. But Hitler justified going into Poland, then he justified going into annexing the other Austria and other places. He justified it based on, well, they belong to my country, they belong here. I'm sorry, that doesn't. If the people of that country would have wanted it, they wouldn't have gone to war with you. It's a real simple fact. So how can you justify your actions?
Right. A journalist actually put a really good visual together. If you can give me 10 seconds, I'll explain it to you. He was talking about covering a hospital that had a cancer ward, a children's cancer ward, and he had to tell the parents of those children who were getting treatment. First, they moved them outside because the building was being targeted. Then he told these parents, even though these kids were hooked up to machines, you got to get them west. And they were moving children battling cancer. They were carrying them. What can you imagine that? I mean, just think about facing the cancer fight without this. And now you're told by your doctor, the Russians are coming. They're like miles from here. You're going to have to take your kid and just go west. I don't even know where to tell you to go. Here's what we can give you, and you have to leave now. And you start carrying that kid. How do you do that?